I do want to say this though. For those who are watching Knuckles, some of you may have been on the part of the subscription for Paramount Plus that had advertisements. And some of you may have noticed that there was an advertisement that popped up that everybody was hyped about. Literally last Friday, everybody was hyped the fact that this certain cartoon is having a brand new movie. So let's talk about it. This is the excitement. This is the Lighthouse movie. No Time to Spy.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Yes. We're gonna Lighthouse movie.
So first off, we didn't expect this. I never expect this at all. I thought this whole talk about No Time to Spy was actually some sort of rumor stuff, but it turned out to be real. So, when you heard the fact that when you were watching Knuckles, this popped up, your thoughts on the fact that we're having a new movie for Loud House?
It's interesting because I was at work and then I was looking at my Apple Watch because I got a notification and I saw like on your Discord that, someone said like, oh, it's a new Loud House movie. Let's go. Yes. I'm just like, wait, there's a new Loud House movie. And then during my lunch break, I went and checked the news and I saw, and my eyes did not deceive me. We were actually getting a brand new Loud House movie. I'm so hyped, and this was a pleasant surprise.
I was surprised as everybody else here, because you were thinking Knuckles. Oh, great! Knuckles was just going to be a show that's on Paramount Plus, and then out of nowhere, I just hear from our sources from Toon Hive, from Cartoon CC, Cartoon Crave, and even Nick at Live. They literally just put up the fact that there's going to be a Loud House movie coming out. So obviously we were all hyped as Loud House fans, and those who are probably watching us right now are probably going to be like, Loud House, yeah, oh my god.
Get hyped, get loud crowd, let's go. This is a victory for us.
It was a huge victory for us. And here's the one thing too, like we've been talking about this, like, oh, we're season 8, oh, where's this or that, oh my god, no new episode of the Loud House. We know why. We may know why they are hyping the hell out of this movie.
Oh yeah, they're building up this movie, and judging by the poster itself, like if you look at the poster itself, like it definitely looks to be like, they got the poster down to make it look like, oh yeah, this is a big summer action flick, we're going there.
This feels very James Bondy to say.
And yes, it actually literally is a summer action flick considering its release date.
So yes, then the title of this Loud House movie is called No Time to Spy. There's a promo for another Loud House movie where it actually focused Lincoln as, well, his favorite spy, David Steele.
David Steele!
Now, he's not alone. He has his family along, and the family also does come along and help him out in his mission, to say. So, when you saw the 30-second trailer, what were your thoughts, impressions on it?
Oh my god, yes! Oh my god, we're gonna see Louds again! Yes, it's been a while! Okay, that was my reaction. But in all seriousness, though, it's actually nice to see Lincoln Loud put on his David Steele type persona because Lincoln Loud, he used to be Ace Savvy, but now he's David Steele. He's moved on to doing spy agent stuff. And I like the fact that we're getting a movie in which it focuses on Lincoln and his fascination with spy stuff.
Dude, he's going to be an actual spy himself this time around. You see him be spies in certain episodes of The Loud House where he, acts as a spy, even starts movies with Clyde as a spy.
Lincoln's birthday. I remember, that was Lincoln's 12th birthday.
Yeah, that's right. But now he's actually going to be a real spy in this vacation-type setting, and this is, again, pretty insane. One thing I want to focus on is that person that's kicking right now. Is that Myrtle? Right? Is that Myrtle?
That is Myrtle, Lincoln Loud's soon-to-be step-grandmother, yes.
So it's so interesting that Myrtle came out of nowhere, and she's actually going to be a main focus of this episode. If you haven't noticed, from this episode called Pop Up the Question, we do get to see the secret life of Myrtle. Apparently, she is a super spy. And it turns out from the way I'm seeing it, her past is going back to haunt her. So what are your thoughts on that part of the story for this episode, for this movie?
This makes me all the more excited for this. This makes me all the more hype. When you consider the fact that this serves as a sequel to Pop the Question, what I like about this character arc is that Myrtle being a secret spy agent, it's not just something that is just one random plot point from one episode and then boom, gone forever, as a one-off gag. No. They're actually going to expand upon that character arc. This is actually going to show the return of Myrtle, the super spy, and I'm so excited for it.
She's supposed to be retired from spying. She even says it right there in Pop Up the Question. And what a build out a Sunny line here. Continuity, what's that? Continuity right there. There's continuity right there.
Continuity. There's a continuity, Sunny. There's a continuity. Yes.
And it actually works because it's like, okay, first off, like, you can't just put Lincoln Loud as a spy randomly in an island somewhere. There has to be some sort of connection. And it makes sense why Myrtle would be the connection, because we know now that she was a spy in her early days. And the fact that she's retired is one thing, because at the moment right now, when we see Myrtle and Pop, both of them are just like, retired over at Sunset Canyon. Both of them are just, living their life, pretty much just retired. But you never expect her out of nowhere to come out of retirement and actually become a spy again. And I'm like very excited to see how this goes, because we get to see just glimpses of her being a spy and Pop Up the Question. But let's go see how badass she's going to be when in this movie, because it seems like she's going to be pretty cool now.
Yeah, what I do like about this is that it paints Myrtle in a new light. It gives more emphasis to her character. It gives the character more stuff to do. Because let's be honest, when you look at her in the Loud House series, yeah, she is a very nice and sweet grandmother figure to the Louds, but they don't really go much into her character other than she's Pop-Pop's girlfriend and a nice grandmother figure to the Loud kids. Whereas here, however, and also to an extent Pop Up the Question, they actually show that more sides to Myrtle than that, giving her more full-fleshed personality, making her a more fleshed out character.
Yeah, it definitely does. And again, like, we've always seen snippets of Myrtle just being a grandma or just being like the grand to the family. Now I want to see more about her, and here you go. It's about to be popping up for this movie. So again, excited to see how Myrtle will be. There have been more details that have been brought out about the movie. The movie is going to be taking place in Pop-Pop's and Myrtle's wedding, by the way. So they're going to have a wedding, and it's going to be on this random island. So this is an exciting amount of news, because Pop-Pop and Myrtle have been together for a long time, and now they're getting married. This means Myrtle will be the Loud Kid's step-grandmother. Your thoughts on them finally getting married here?
Yes, I gotta say congrats to Pop, Albert, and Myrtle for finally tying the knot. Congratulations to them. And I liked seeing the new outfits of these characters.
Yeah, I was going to point that out too. They're actually, look, so here's the thing, like, they are in an island. I would imagine, like, look, they have to change their trip eventually. I am tired of seeing Lori literally in a tank top all the time, or Lenny in that dress, Luann in that outfit, Luna in that outfit. And now we get to see a change in clothes for every character. Like, Luna's actually wearing like a polo.
She's wearing Polo and Explorer's hat.
Laura's wearing like a blue and white shirt now this time, and blue and different shorts, which is pretty sick. Lenny's actually looking very fashionable now. Luann is wearing a dress. Lana is wearing a blue polo herself. And again, a lot of people actually are doing some different clothes. I mean, I'm looking at it right now. Lynn is wearing a red polo. Luna's wearing a brown hat. Lisa's wearing a fedora. there's different types of clothes between all of them, and I think it's going to be a different. I really hope this is a big change for the Louds, because they need to change their trip. They have to.
To all the Loud House fan artists, there you go. There's your food. Bon appetit.
So, how do you like the fact that they are going to have a change in clothes of this in this show movie? Sorry,
it's a nice change of fashion, a nice change of pace, because it's nice to get a break from seeing the Louds in their regular daily clothes. And as I said before, Loud House fan artists are going to eat this up.
Oh yeah, they are.
they really are. Like, I can see them drawing this right now.
I mean, you saw Ruhi, our friend.
I saw
Ruhi,
much to no surprise.
I even tagged him, like, on our Discord. I said to him, like, yo, draw her now. And he did, like, literally that in that day.
This would be the very first thing I would imagine Ruhi actually doing once he saw the promo. Like, it was no surprise at all that he immediately got this done after he saw the trailer.
Okay, but besides that, again, the Loud sisters are also being a part of the movie. You get to see them actually be spies with Lincoln Loud, too. Like, you see Lori sneakily going through guards. You see Lenny trying to run away from those guards. How you like the involvement of the Loud sisters also being a part of this?
I do like how the Loud sisters are pretty much learning the ways of being a spy from Lincoln himself. Like, I would imagine throughout the movie, the Loud sisters pick up on Lincoln's spy antics and then following his footsteps. And it also makes Lincoln It emphasizes how Lincoln is the man with the plan because when you're a spy, you plan everything out, and it's a role that is suitable for Lincoln. And so you see Lincoln lead the pack, lead the Loud sisters to do their tasks. And yeah, I would imagine that with some learning, with some time, they do manage to learn how to pull this off in flying colors.
I do like the involvement of the Loud sisters because the Loud sisters are definitely also a part of the family. If anything, make them actually do more than what they did in the Loud House movie.
Really? Yeah. I mean, the Loud House movie, they did at least contribute in the climax.
Maybe more than that. In the entire movie of No Time to Spy, you see them literally doing things with Lincoln, like creeping around, making sure that the guards don't see him. That's one thing I saw. Like, if anything, they have to be more involved. And that's what kind of lacked when it came to the Loud House movie. Where are the sisters? I know it's mostly a Lincoln movie, but come on, the rest of the family needs to be involved too.
To be fair, it is pretty hard to write all 12 sisters individually with their own personalities.
But
in the movie.
Netflix, you had like a budget. You had like something gratefully impactful that you and Nickelodeon can actually collab with. And again, it didn't seem that way when I saw the Loud House movie.
But yeah, I would definitely agree and say that this could potentially have the Loud sisters more involved with the film, do more things.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I really hope we get to see more focus on the sisters. Maybe like Lenny doing some fashion gimmicks, Lori being a leader herself and actually help her sisters get through spy missions. Lisa's gonna be the smart one, obviously. Luna doing something to
Luna pulling off like her guitar and then
maybe a sound effect thing.
I want to see that.
Luann putting like the jokes to help the guards slip away. Again, like there's a lot of ideas that come out. And again, we don't have a big trailer, but we only have 30 seconds of a trailer for the Loud House movie, No Time to Spy. I mean, there gotta be more content, and we're gonna get more of that before the premiere date that will come out soon.
30 seconds of utter hype.
Yeah, I know. Either way, I mean, I'm so hype. I mean, I get to see Lincoln get hit by a tranquilizer dart. That was one thing.
Yeah, tranquilizer dart. That's also another thing. They actually have legit new spy weapons in this movie.
Yeah. So here's the thing, like Lincoln is going to Lincoln is going to fulfill his dream of being David Steele. I mean, that's something to be proud about. And again, I do like it where there is continuity when it comes to the TV show. Again, Loud House movie, you didn't actually show that. So it kind of tells me like, oh, this is just a side story of the Loud House movie. So when we look at No Time to Spy, I'm assuming this is actually a continuation thing, that we get to see Myrtle become a spy. Maybe Lincoln can finally fulfill his dream as being David Steele. Loud Sisters are finally having a change of trip, and I hope in the upcoming season 8, there is going to be a season 8, and I have a feeling there is going to be one after this movie. We are going to see them change their trip. Like, we can totally see Lori in that new outfit. You can see Lenny without that dress, maybe in that new outfit that she has. Luann in that dress, which is very pretty, by the way. Luna in that purple polo. Lynn in that red polo. Things of that. Things that will make changes when it comes to future Loud House episodes.
And I would imagine Lincoln Loud will learn the ways of being a spy himself by Myrtle.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I would imagine there'd be sort of like, teacher-apprentice relationship going on between the two of them.
I would want that, and I really do like their bond, right? I really do like the bond that they're going to have right now, because I remember when we first saw Myrtle wasn't the greatest impression out of everybody, because she was trying to be like the best grand, and she actually annoyed the hell out of those kids.
Yeah, Instagram, it was we were off to a rocky start with Myrtle. Let's be honest here. As much as we like Myrtle, her first episode wasn't the best.
No, it wasn't, because it just shows that just maybe an annoying character. But as we continue on with more episodes of Pop Up and Myrtle, it turned out that more and more things are coming to mind that makes me think Myrtle's going to be a great character. She roomed with Clyde's grand too. And again, more things that came up. And I just love the fact that literally like the last time we heard about Myrtle, it was hop the question. So there's that.
Yeah, and this episode is going to delve more into this. I'm really glad.
I can't wait. I mean, I really, but the thing right now is that I know that we don't have a trailer yet. I'm pretty sure the trailer will come out in the next upcoming week. So once we have that, we're going to explain that obviously as well. But at the moment, first impressions wise, this will be amazing. I feel like this will be a continuity to the Loud House TV show. Maybe a little bit better than the Loud House movie. Maybe more better than the Loud House movie, to be fair.
Well, Would it go that far? We'll see.
Probably say so. If you're talking about like something that will continue on that to season 8 of the Loud House, then yes, I would say so.
I mean,
I don't see Scott. I don't see Scott anymore.
we are gonna wait to see on that. Like, there are some things that this movie is gonna do better than what the Netflix Loud House movie did, and vice versa. And when we review the Loud House with this Loud House movie, we'll do a little compare and contrast, see which is better.
No, man, we're really gonna do that? Oh my god, it's gonna take a long.
It's not gonna be long. It's gonna be very brief.
Well, no matter what, I feel like they're doing a great job when it comes to the Loud House movie. They're working it in house. They're not actually working with Netflix when it comes to this film. They are literally working in house in Nickelodeon Animation with Paramount Plus.
Yeah, no, this is
And
purely
this,
a Nickelodeon project.
I think, would be successful because it's a Paramount Plus property. Plus, Nickelodeon and Paramount Plus work together. It's not like Netflix and Nickelodeon or anything.
Yeah, no, Nickelodeon is working, like you said, under their house. Like, this is purely Nickelodeon project.
Yeah, and I like it because I just feel like they have everybody all there together, and it will all work together, I think. Yes.
Yeah. Yes. Same here. And I feel that, with them writing this Loud House movie, look at the way how it looks and the promo and all that stuff, and all that stuff. I think we're going to be in for one awesome time.
We're definitely in for one big treat coming up for us Loud House
One
fans.
big summer action flick. One big summer action flick.
Indeed, we are. Indeed. All we know is that there's a new movie, Loud House movie comes out called No Time No Spy. That'll be coming out soon on Paramount Plus. I do also want to correct the fact that the June 23rd date that we announced is incorrect. We don't have a confirmed date from the US release. Apparently, that release was actually for Latin America.
It turns out that we don't have a confirmed date for the US.
Why did you tell me that then?
I mean, the bigger question is, why was it announced it was June 23rd? Like,
because you didn't read the full detail of it, to be fair.
I mean, all it said was like June 23rd. Like, I remember, it wasn't just me. It was.
No,
like,
I was teased about it too, but till some folks actually told us, no, it's not the real release date. So we don't actually have a confirmed release date when the Loud House movie No Time to Spy will come out. However, we do want to say there is something that did come out from Paramount's end that, well, we didn't expect to actually see. But it turns out we actually did see the first 2 minutes of the Loud House movie No Time to Spy. So when you heard the fact that they just leaked this out to everybody, what were your initial thoughts?
When I saw this leak, I was super hyped about it. But then there was a bit of part of me that thought to myself, like what's this leak? You know, I'm wondering who leaked it, first off. And second off, oh my God, No Time to Spy. Let's go.
You're kind of like indifferent on what happened then.
Like, I was mostly excited when I first saw it, but then I thought to myself, it's this leak, you know, official, is it legitimate? Does Paramount know about this? You know,
I have no idea what happened, but I just remembered like a Twitter account, Cartoon Updates, that apparently got deleted. The account got deleted after he put that thing out. So I don't know if Paramount literally just put the ban hammer on him.
When it got deleted right after, that's a pretty bad sign.
No, indeed, yeah, because Paramount went on their ass about him, I guess. But I saw the leak, and we only got 2 minutes worth of what happened in the first couple minutes of No Time to Spy. And it wasn't really much about Loud. It's more about the secret life of Myrtle.
Yeah, the life of Myrtle when she was an agent during her time.
Yeah.
And the good thing about these 2 minutes is that they aren't really spoiler heavy. They don't really give out any spoilers. It's just more along the lines of showing young Myrtle as an agent.
Yeah, and it wasn't much to say. If anything, we could relate back to this particular scene.
Yes.
Look. We've seen Myrtle when she was young, when she was a secret agent. When you saw the first 2 minutes of No Time No Spy, it pretty much is the same thing that she did here in this particular flashback when you saw Pop Up the Question.
Yeah, Pop Up the Question. The ending of Pop Up the Question is the very first time that we see Myrtle, being revealed to be an agent, and we see a flashback of her doing agent stuff. I like how, as I discussed before, this movie definitely continues that character arc of Myrtle.
Mm-hmm. So I don't want to go detail to detail because apparently what you did here, you put in detail everything that happened in the trailer.
I mean, the hype was getting me too right as much. I couldn't help it.
Okay. First off,
it was a hype.
Okay, first off, there is a logo that did pop up on the Loud House movie 2 minutes that we saw. Apparently, it's called Paramount Animation. So this tells me, out of all places, that Paramount actually animated the film.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. When you look at the Paramount Mountain itself, you could definitely see it done not only in animation cartoon style, but even Loud House style.
It is Loud House style.
It is Loud House style. And how we know it is like right after you see the mountain, you see Myrtle flying some sort of like jet plane.
Indeed,
right over it.
So it cuts to the jet plane flown by Myrtle, Pop-Pop's girlfriend. But again, like, it's just her being chased by bad guys, and you just see her in her like spy outfit and everything. So yeah, I mean, if anything, it just tells you like in the beginning of the film, we get to see a time where Myrtle was a spy.
Yeah, it gives a good glimpse as to what the actual Loud House movie would be about as a whole, what it will, incorporate into the movie. And of course, we got some spy action here. So.
Yeah, so if anything, she is pretty crazy when it comes to being a spy agent as well. I mean, flying into the mountains, about falsifying a crash of a plane, literally jumping out of the plane, parachuting onto bad guys. If anything, she looks pretty kick-ass. She flies a plane, she kicks some bad guys' asses, and yes, we get to see the first glimpse of Myrtle being a secret agent. Herself being a secret agent, by the way. Oh god, she looks great.
Yes. Not only does she look great, but her facial expression just gives out she's very confident in what she does.
She's a spy for like who knows how long. I think that's her career. She was just a spy.
And a top spy agent at that. Like, she really does know how to get the job done from what we see in the first 2 minutes of this.
So it's just only the first 2 minutes. We get to see Myrtle go through security, like go down some like elevator chute, go through like a lair of bad guys and kick ass and stuff of that nature. So if anything, your first impressions on Myrtle?
My first impressions on Myrtle are, yes, I really do love seeing her kick all sorts of ass as an agent. Like this might be a bit of a, spoiled, this might be a bit of a, spoiled part of me, but this kind of makes me want Loud House prequel episodes of young Myrtle as an agent.
Yeah, I would love that too.
Yeah, I definitely would. I definitely like to say, yeah, I want more Loud House episodes which it actually tackles Myrtle as an agent.
I mean, if anything, we do get a movie of how Myrtle became a spy and now how her spyness is coming back to haunt her, Or
maybe it could be a, hear me out, another Loud House spin-off show. Huh?
What?
Another Loud House spin-off show with young Myrtle as an agent. Okay, no, that's definitely far-fetched.
It's going to be a lot. It's going to be a long time for that. No. Look, we have the Casa Grandes. The Casa Grandes, I think, definitely needed that. When you have another person move out of Royal Woods, then let's talk about a sequel. Yeah. If anything, what other things that impressed you when it came to the first 2 minutes that you saw?
When it came to the first 2 minutes that I saw was that not only was the action engaging, but also the landscape, and also when you look at the lair itself, yeah, it definitely looks to be some sort of evil lair by the shading and the colors, especially a shade of like red and black right here.
I mean, look, red and black, you already know that's an evil color.
Yeah, it's an evil color, so they do a good job with the coloring and the storyboard animation and all this stuff.
Well, I mean, the one thing that kind of like peeled out to me was the fact the animation looks absolutely better than what the Loud House series is. You're looking at like how like the kick-ass like parts of like Myrtle like beating down all the bad guys, how they're going to look, and they look great. That's one thing. And then just how the start of the story is going to be, because this is Myrtle a long time ago. This is Myrtle when she was back in her spy days. Now in this timeline, she's retired. Like she's going to marry Pop-Pop, and like her secret life is pretty much like all done. Now that we get to see the secret of what happened to her, kind of makes you realize like, oh shit, you're right. This is the reason why Myrtle was single the whole time. That's why she didn't get hitched, remember?
Yeah, but from what we've seen, from what the Loud House movie is going to be about, it shows that her past is going to come back to bite her. It's going to come back to haunt her.
I know that. That's the reason why, like, in the like clips that we saw recently for the Loud House movie, we just get to see Myrtle being chased with Lincoln, and then the Loud sisters trying to help Lincoln and Myrtle when it comes to their case as well. Nonetheless, it just shows you like Myrtle's being Myrtle's being chased down by enemies when she was back in her spy days, but she's dragging along the Louds with them.
Yeah, and I think I think what really gets me about this too is that at the end of the 2-minute sneak peek, there's this big machine that Myrtle encounters that might contribute to the plot in some way.
Maybe. I mean, if you look back at the trailer, to be fair, this machine is actually a focus too. Oops.
Yeah, if you it's one of those you're gonna have to look closely at and look at it and be like, "Oh, this machine is familiar."
If that was actually in the 2-minute sneak peek that we got, or the leak that we got, but does seem that way, right, guys? I don't know. I mean, the thing is that in those 2 minutes, we only see Myrtle kick butt, and then she does approach this sort of machine, and then it faded away. So that 2 minutes at least just tells me something. Animation looks great. Myrtle's an amazing character, kick-ass character as a spy. And then now it just leaves me more questions saying, like, who is the villain? What forces are they working with? Why are they doing this? Why is Myrtle in a mission like this? It raises me more questions than answers of what happened in this movie.
You know, another thing too is that not just this, but Loud House of Casa Grande's movies in general always tend to have better animation than the Loud House of Casa Grande's TV shows.
That's true.
Maybe it's because of the difference of budget.
I don't. Maybe.
Because movie budgets tend to be higher than TV budgets.
If you're looking at like Paramount's animations budget, then I would imagine it's definitely higher than what Nickelodeon has. So there's that. Again, I have much else to say. Do you have anything else to say when it comes to this movie?
Nothing much I want to say except, despite the fact that it wasn't quite an official leak, you know, we all know that Paramount was not happy about it. I'm still glad we got to see those first 2 minutes because we got to see a glimpse as to what the Loud House movie is going to be like.
Mm-hmm. If anything, again, I'm just excited. I mean, look, we're Loud House fans. We are absolutely in love with it.
Let's go.
The fact that we're going to have another movie just tells you, like, oh my god, this is awesome. But I love the fact that it is relating towards something that happened in the show. It isn't like something random that happened in the Loud House movie where apparently Lincoln, his family, was apparently royalty.
Yeah, no, like this is actually a continuation of a past episode, and that's what I really liked about it.
Mm-hmm, indeed, yeah. So, if anything, what happens in the movie will be canon to the show when it has its season 8 premiere or anything like that.
Yeah, even more so than the actual Loud House movie because that actual Loud House movie was distributed by Netflix. It's under Netflix's name.
I know. It's under Netflix. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But yeah, if anything, please bring it over to Paramount
No
Plus.
Scott, though. No Scott.
That's what I'm saying. There's no continuation. This was not a continuing show. The fact that Scott doesn't exist in
I'm so upset Scott's not canon.
I know, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Scott is not in the regular series. There's no mention of royalty of Scotland in the series, so something tells me like this was just a made-up story or a side story that was like that didn't get like another reference when it came to the real series. So it sucks. But if anything, this movie is canon, I believe, and I can't wait to see how this will go. Especially the fact that we get to see Myrtle again, kick ass and all.
Yeah, it's gonna be great because we're gonna see her kick so much butt even at an old age. We're gonna see that she hasn't lost her touch.
Yeah. Congrats to Big City Greens for actually making it to the KCAs and getting nominated, but I am not voting for them. I'm voting for the next show that we're going to be discussing. Because on June 21st, there is a brand new movie coming out on Nickelodeon. It's called The Loud House Movie, No Time to Spy.
Yes.
So let's go to it and let's talk about what happened when we were away. There's a brand new trailer that came out. We get to see more information on what's going on. It's a family vacation, and apparently Lincoln saw some things happening that brought Myrtle back to being a spy. She gets caught, and now the family's trying to save her.
Yeah.
So how are your feelings on the brand new trailer that we saw for No Time to Spy?
You know, when I saw the trailer of No Time to Spy, this was definitely a legitimately full-fledged look at the movie because before the trailer we've been getting some promos, some images, some teasers here and there, but not really like painting the whole picture as to what the movie's about. This movie gives us so much context. Like the trailer gives us so much context.
So yes, I'm excited. Like the film is absolutely exciting to watch. All the family members are working together to rescue Myrtle, and I feel like it's a rescue mission. Like Myrtle gets caught. and Lincoln is the one who saw Myrtle get caught, and the family is there to help him out. I do like the fact that Lola doubted everything about the David Steele stuff.
Yeah.
And then literally, like when you saw the line when Lola said, like, "Oh my God, this spy thing is real."
So everything Lincoln said about the spy thing is true?
Yeah, exactly. So and now the whole family is in a whole situation of like trying to rescue Myrtle, trying to get themselves out of this spy situation that Lincoln got themselves in, you know. And there's some scenes in the trailer that got me like really excited about. I mean, first off, the families all changed their clothes. That's one thing.
Yes.
And I just hope they actually do this like constantly now, because we get to see them always for like 8 straight seasons of them in their same clothes. I'm just saying, like, if they're going to change their clothes for this particular movie, can we like at least get some change of clothes everywhere in the series, if anything?
Yeah, you got to change it up. I mean, the only character that we've seen that has legitimately changed her clothes was Lily, but that was only after she grew up.
Yeah, that was it. There's also like some big chase scenes that happened. You remember that whole buggy scene where you get to see, Rita trying to drive a buggy while the whole family's trying to like throw off some henchmen.
Yeah, it felt like a legitimate action car chase scene. It really did. Something along the lines of Fast and Furious, for instance. Fast and Furious 007, those sort of vibes.
Now, obviously, the biggest thing that we want to talk about is like surprises. What big surprises can we see? We already know that one of big surprise was going to happen in the movie. Apparently, Flip is going to be in the movie.
How the Flip?
I don't think you can ever skip from Flip. Flip is going to be in every Loud House project, okay?
What the Flip? How the Flip did Flip, of all people, get a job at a resort when he already works at Gas Food Fuel?
So he was in the Loud House movie, and he's now going to be in the Loud House movie No Time to Spy.
How?
I don't know if he's going to have a big importance either, because like, he'll just run this whole resort that the Louds are in. And
I have a feeling that they only put Flip there because hardy har, we got to put Flip everywhere.
Well, I mean, this is a Loud House movie. I mean, like, he's supposed to be like a comedy relief guy, I guess, in this case.
Whatever. I'm just saying, I hope they use him in small doses.
I really hope so too, but who knows? He might have a big important role later in the movie. We'll see. I do want to see more of Myrtle's past. We do get to see it from that one leaked clip that we saw a couple of days ago.
I remember that leaked
but
clip,
we want to see the full entire scene. What made Myrtle a spy? What made her with this villain? And I'm assuming the villain is definitely in that clip. We just didn't get the full clip of like how the beginning of the movie is going to be.
Which is a good thing because we want to be surprised by what we see in the movie. We don't want the movie to spoil us too much with these clips and trailers and all that stuff. So I like that they're still keeping a mystery aspect to it.
Which I actually appreciate, so that's good to hear. So we don't even know the villain, who that is going to be. So I'm assuming it's a brand new character that will pop up. It'd be funny if it actually is someone that we know. No, it's Scoots. Scoots is the villain. Oh!
Oh, God. Plot twist. Scoots was the villain the whole time. Oh, God. I really hope not because...
I'm just joking. I'm pretty sure it's not going to be that. Look. The Loud House writers have getting better, like, to say the least. Like, Season 8 is looking to be promising, which, by the way, is a brand new season, by the way, for the Loud House. So.
Season 8 has been turning out very well so far.
No. It's not Season 8 yet. It's next week. Next week starts Season 8. Yeah.
I mean, like the most recent season, I mean.
Yeah. This is the last episodes of Season 7 that's airing right now.
Yeah.
Season 8 airs next week.
Yeah, so get ready for Season 8 after this movie.
Yeah. So, no. Next week.
Next week.
Yeah, I'm saying there is new episodes of Loud House next week. So, getting me so confused here all of a sudden. But yes, I do want to also see this too. Like, look, we are seeing Lincoln as Ace Savvy. Now he's really mostly focused on David Steele. Is this the end of Ace Savvy for Lincoln Loud?
I really hope not, because you can have multiple interests. You can have multiple hyperfixations. It could happen. So I'm really hoping that Ace Savvy does come back in some way, shape, or form. But I do love, Lincoln as David Steele is so awesome.
This is going to be his big David Steele moment. And we have seen him be a spy in so many other episodes, like Lights, Camera, Murder Action, that episode. Yeah, I mean, he's been, even the new episode this week, there's a new episode of him being David Steele, too. So it's just ongoing. Like, he's just being David Steele. He's not like the Ace Savvy that we saw back in the early seasons. Something tells me, like, he's kind of fallen off David Steele, fallen off the Ace Savvy ride and now became the David Steele that he now loves.
So, I don't know if I want to accept that Ace Savvy was just a face for him. I want to still say that there's a part of Lincoln that is a fan of Ace Savvy by heart, but he's just more focused on David Steele as of right now.
Okay. Well, we'll see. I mean, this is definitely a spy movie. It's definitely exciting to see how this all goes. I feel like this is going to be better than the Loud House movie. So
Really?
Because like it's canon. Because the thing is that we know Myrtle was a spy from Pop Up the Question. Now they're continuing the story on to No Time to Spy.
Yeah, and I think that I think the only thing that the Netflix movie is going to have over this is the animation style, and because it was more
I think it was definitely animated well. From the way I'm seeing all the scenes that are popping up from the trailer, it looks to be well animated to the to the regular series itself.
No, like I'm saying, like the animation here is much more closer to the Loud House TV series, but I'm saying like Netflix Loud House movie animation was more well-rounded. It was more well put together. This is good too, as well as someone who is a fan of the TV show. But I'm saying like animation-wise, Netflix Loud House movie knocked it out of the park. But yeah, like the Loud House movie, whether it will be better or worse than the Netflix Loud House movie, I don't know. But it looks to be a promising movie itself.
Oh, it definitely looks to be a promising movie. I feel like it could be better than the regular Loud House movie that we saw on Netflix. I mean, look, all the stuff that happened in the Netflix movie was not canon at all. It was just like some sort of like filler movie.
God, yeah.
This time around looks to be canon, and I can't wait to see what will happen next. I will imagine the events that will happen after the movie will blend into season 8 of Loud House. So
it definitely will. It definitely will. I feel like this will be another huge milestone for Lincoln in terms of character development. Like this will be his one of his peak moments.
Mm-hmm. Which character are you gonna be most excited for besides Lincoln?
You mean like the
well, I mean, like for me, Laurie's back. I mean, obviously, I want to see how Laurie is going to be so well, like helpful in the family.
Hey, you already know who I'm excited for. Luna Loud, baby. Let's go.
Luna Loud is rocking a fedora, I think. She has a new hat.
Luna Loud's hat. I'll never forget Luna Loud's hat. It was just so awesome.
Also, Lynn Loud Jr. wearing like a polo or something. Like she wearing that brand new polo. Also, Luann in that brand new blue dress. It's pretty actually on her.
And also, Lenny Loud's dress sort of reminds me of a Mirabelle's dress from Encanto.
Kinda, like, yeah. With the white and blue. Yeah.
The white and blue, yeah.
It definitely fits her, I think. I know that she's done other dresses here and there, but I think like this definitely works for her. It is supposed to be like a summer vacation, like a Hawaiian vacation and stuff. They're supposed to blend in than having the regular clothes that they apparently wore, the same thing they went to Scotland for.
I'm going to say this, that the character that has some of the best moments in the trailer is not so much Lincoln, but it's more like Lola. My God.
Yeah.
Lola Loud has really peak comedy moments.
I mean, Lola has definitely improved in character too. I've been starting to like her a whole lot. She's not the same brat that she was before. Like she's getting more adjusted. She's not like, angry all the time. And if anything, I kind of feel more compassionate towards her because of all her mistakes sometimes. And I'm like, okay, maybe she's getting better in a character, and I'm starting to like Lola a lot now. Yeah,
she's been my favorite ever since season 1 because of the fact of how it's such a breath of fresh air of how they pretty much built up this bratty girl archetype, and they pretty much build her up to be much more than that. And I'm gonna say this right now: Lola Loud episodes are some of the best of the Loud House series overall.
They definitely are.
Iconic moments.
They definitely are. Yes. So yes, No Time to Spy, definitely a big movie that is coming out in 2 weeks on June 21st on Nickelodeon, and it'll be streaming the next day on Paramount Plus. One thing I also want to bring up: will we have Casagrande's appearances?
Please.
Will we have a Ronnie Ann, Bobby appearance here and there? I mean, you did that for the Casagrande's movie. Maybe in this movie we'll have some Casagrande's pops here and there. I would love it if Ronnie Ann pops up out of nowhere.
Although, have Ronnie Ann play a more prominent role in No Time to Spy than Lincoln did in Casagrande's movie, because in the Casagrande's movie, it was just Lincoln and Laurie's screen names.
And then also the Ronikin moment too. So.
And also the Ronikin moment. That's what I mean. Like, in No Time to Spy, have the Ronikin moment be like face to face, like when they're chatting with each other on video chat. I want to see that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I want to see that.
Yeah.